Hi, everyone. So here, I just wanted to give you some quick guidance on how you should be uploading SPSS output, because that's something I'll be asking you to do both for homework assignments and then occasionally for exams as well. That's something you'll have to do. So I'm just going to use, this is actually our first homework assignment as an example here. Make sure you read through, by the way, all the instructions for this, especially the first time. The instructions are pretty much going to be the same for all the different homeworks and exams, but just make sure the first homework assignment, you read through those instructions carefully. But what I'm going to be telling you in those instructions essentially is there's going to be 4 different question types you can see in a homework assignment here. So multiple choice, that's straightforward. Obviously, you're just going to be selecting correct answer. There's going to be some things that are text entry, and also straightforward, right? You're just going to be typing your answer, whatever it is, into the box. And then there's going to be by hand and then in SPSS questions. And I'll always be telling you right here what kind of question it is that you're looking at. So the by hand ones, those will always give you this option to drag and drop files, upload files. And there you have the option of essentially, so you're going to be working out some calculations on a piece of paper by hand. And you can either scan it if you have access to a scanner. That's the best way, because that'll be the best quality image, essentially. If you don't have access to a scanner, that's okay. Take a photo of it. Just make sure that the photo is good enough quality where I can kind of read everything, and make sure your handwriting is clear enough there as well. Make sure that I'm able to read it. It's organized enough, laid out on the page in a sort of clear enough way. And then you'll just be, once you have that image or the scan, whatever it is, you can just drag and drop that here. But then mainly what I was going to show you is for the SPSS stuff in this video. So what are you doing for a question like this? So question 7 in your first homework assignment. And by the way, I'm basically just going to give you the answer to this question in this video. So you get a freebie here. I'm just going to show you what you would do for this question, essentially. So here I'm saying, okay, open up this homework1.sav file. So we have an SPSS file that I've attached to the question. Open that up. And then I'm telling you there's going to be a data set here. And I want you to create a frequency table for the data and then upload the output here. Okay, so what is that going to look like? So first, open up the file that I'm giving you. Okay, so here's our data set. Small little data set for this first assignment in SPSS. And I'm asking you to create a frequency table. So you should know how to do that at this point already. Drag extra version over. Okay, so here's your output window. And basically what I'd be looking for is this. So what I'm asking you to do is just upload this table. So what would be easy and great if we could do it is if SPSS just had a right click and then like save image as option is how this would usually work. Unfortunately, SPSS doesn't allow you to just do that in that more straightforward way. So essentially there's 3 different ways that you can go about doing this. Any of them are fine. They all work equally well. Strategy number 1 would be just take a screenshot. So you can just screenshot as you're in this window, crop it down, crop the image down so it has just the table that I'm looking for, save that, and then you can just upload that file from there. So that's number 1. You can do that if you're most comfortable doing that. And then the other way, or way number 2 of 3 would be, so if you right click and then you see this option that says export here. So click export. And then this is a little bit needlessly complicated here. It looks like a lot of stuff here, but really all you need to worry about is a couple things. So, okay, first is it's going to want to send the image, send the table or the graph or whatever it is to some other program. So you can choose that here first, right? Do I want it as like a PDF? Do I want it in a Word document? And there as well, doesn't really matter. Any of these are fine. I would say like Word document or PDF probably best for these assignments. So I'm just going to do a Word document. We're going to send the image to a Word document. And then here, file name. And if you hit browse, this is where you'll choose where do I want the file to end up. So it's going to save the file somewhere on your computer. Just doing desktop would probably be easiest, but you can select wherever you want to send that here and then hit save. And then basically from there, you can just hit OK. So I hit OK, it's going to come up with that window for a second saying that it's exporting it. And then you go to wherever you just sent that image. So for me, it was just desktop. Okay, so I can see that here now. Now I have a Microsoft Word file. It's called output, and it's just a Word file that has the table in it. So then you can just basically save that Word document, upload that as your answer to the question. And then the third and final way, this may be the easiest way, you can also just hit copy, and then you can just basically do the same thing on your own. So if you just copy the table and then you go into something like a Word document, I can go down to here and I can just paste. Oops. Go here and paste, and you get the same exact result basically as what I just showed you with the export function. So any of those, perfectly fine. Save the file, and then you can, again, just drag or drop it into here, and just make sure you're only giving me what I'm asking for, right? So if I'm asking for a frequency table, like, you don't need to give me things like this. They'll give you other auxiliary tables when you ask for a lot of analyses. I don't need to see like the statistics thing. I only really care about this. I'm just asking you for, interested in only the frequency table. So whatever you end up uploading, just make sure it's only what I'm asking for and not other irrelevant stuff. And that should cover it. So those are 4 question types that you'll basically see on homeworks and exams. Like I said, you might sometimes I may be asking you to do the same thing, upload an SPSS output file for an exam.